What up, y'all? This is Team Triggerful here, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. In front of you, you got a freaking Corsair K70 keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard with MX Blue switches. Yes, that's Cherry MX Blue switches. If I turn off the light, you might be able to see the color of the switch right there. So yes, that's the blue switch. They are one of the louder Cherry switches out there. If not mistaken, it might be the loudest one out there actually. I'm not a real mechanical keyboard guru or anything, you know. I'm just a fan of this shit, you know. It's real loud. It's great for typing though. This is a keyboard that's great for typing, you know. If I bottom out, if you just press the switch, which if you just press it lightly and don't bottom out, it sounds something like this. I don't know if you can hear that shit though. Hopefully you can. Yeah, you can turn up your speakers if you want to hear that. You know, but anyways, Corsair K70, you know, approximately $119 out there. It has 3 brightness settings. Of course, this is not this is off. You got 1, 2, and the brightest one. You have a lock here, so you don't exit out of your game screen. You got, you know, you can set your keys, which keys you want to light up. This is set up for League of Legends right here. You know, this is my joking. You know, when you press the J here, it makes your champ say some fucking stupid shit. K is like the taunt. I put K because it stands for kill. L is laugh. M is dance. Okay. I like to start games off personally by saying press D for dance, F for flash. Try to get people to use their summoner skills. Anyways, that's another story. Yeah, so that's just how I set up my keyboard. I don't always play like that, but sometimes if I feel like it, I do it. Over here, on the right side, you have the media controls. Kind of hard to see here, actually. Maybe if I turn on another light, you see it better. Shit. Okay. Yeah, we got the volume rocker. We have the mute. We have stop. Fuck, I don't even know what these are called. You know, this goes to the beginning of a song or goes to the previous song. This stops, play, pause button, and this one goes forward, right? That's, yeah, just the standard shit. It's made out of aluminum, you know. Yeah. Aluminum. I have to say this aluminum is very bad because it's nice, it's solid and sturdy, but however, there's one thing about it is the dust gets stuck on that shit like nothing, man. I never had a keyboard ever that got dusty so quickly, right? So today, you know, I know we're 3.5 minutes in. I didn't even show the new product yet. All right, we'll get going. Let's go. All right, new product. Unboxing. I didn't even use it yet. The Corsair Strafe RGB keyboard, mechanical, and yes, it's the same color switch, you know, Cherry MX Blue. So let's get to it. I'm gonna open this up right now. I bought this shit online, you know. Actually, the MX Blues are actually the harder switches to find, you know. There's the new popular thing is actually the MX reds and browns for gaming. Blues are not suggest optimum for gaming. However, you know, optimal for gaming. But you know what? I don't always game, honestly, and this keyboard is good for everything, you know. So MX Blues are great for typing. That's what they're best for. But I just love the feedback. I type with heavy fingers. I'm not affected by the light, the heavy keys. It takes a lot of force to press the keys. So maybe if you're a girl or you have girly fingers, it might not be so great for you for gaming because, you know, it might slow you down a little. Alright? So I'm opening it up right here, alright? Pop the tape. Comes up like this, man. You know, I'll show you right now. You get some a key puller. You know, it's faster. You just go like that and you pull it up, straight up. You know, you don't want to break off the switch. They give you what's this? Okay. This is for FPS gamings. Like you use the AWSD, I believe. AWSD. Yes. Okay. And then the other one is for League of Legends players, which is of course the QWER and DF. That's the one I will be using. I don't play any other games besides League of Legends. You know. Instruction manual. I'm not gonna be an idiot and open it up for you. Who fucking cares about that shit? Alright, so I'm bringing out the keyboard. Oh man, the keyboard. Okay. Alright, wow, the keyboard's pretty heavy considering its plastic construction. It's very heavy for plastic. One thing you do lose on this model on the Strafe, you do not get the braided line, but however, that's really not necessary, you know. You don't pull on this shit and stuff. It should be just fine. It has some nice looking connectors though, USB. So I'm gonna move the K70 aside. I'll just set the K70 up. Oh. Sorry for this, you know. I'm, you know, excuse me for my, you know, lack of preparation here. As you can see, I'm not a keyboard reviewer like these other dudes out there, man. I'm just doing this because our channel needs some new content, you know. You guys haven't been telling me what you guys want to see, you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this, man. I have to say, very nice keyboard from first look without the lights on, not even plugged in. It has the standard 2 feet. Of course, I always use that, you know. I have to say, the keyboard, you know what? Okay, it feels about the same. I want to say that it seems a little quieter than the aluminum. I don't know if I'm just, you know, imagining, but let me bring back the aluminum here. Alright, you know what? It might be a little louder due to the aluminum base. It's different noise to it, you know, different tone. Yeah, I want to say it's louder. The other one, the K70. Alright, so let's get to plugging this shit in. You know, let me just bring the wire down to the bottom so I can plug it in. I'm not going to wrap it around yet because I didn't set up my computer for this shit. So hold on while I plug this shit in. I'm gonna pull out my other keyboard. I will plug in my new keyboard, Strafe. Oh, the Strafe is in. Okay. All right. This is a standard. This is RGB keyboard, but right now it's only showing white and red so far. As you can see, you know, I might turn off this light over here. Get get some of this light out. You know, I don't know how many of you guys play in the dark, but I'll turn on one light. Alright. From first look of the lights, you know, I know that there's a backing. I'm sure you guys have watched many other videos. The backing is white behind the keys, under the key caps. But they actually have clear, where the LED part comes out, it's a clear housing for the switch that allows the light to, you know, shine through much nicer. It's more like a flashlight rather than just one LED bulb, you know. It kind of just like, and no, I mean the light just goes right through the plastic and it just like spreads the light out much nicer. You know, many of you who do photography will know something about that. Okay. From here, I just see that it's not the keyboard. I did not install the software yet, so it's red default. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. 3 setting light brightness settings. That's pretty nice. You got the lock here. No, you do lose your media keys, which is probably the biggest downfall of this keyboard over the other one. I mean, the material, who cares? You know, how many of us been using plastic keyboards since the 90s, the 80s? You know, I don't. There's really nothing too important about that. It's very nice. The light does spread out much better than the other keyboard. It definitely does. You know what? I'll plug in my old keyboard again so you guys can see it. Bear with me for one moment as I plug it back in. Oh, okay, there you go. I have 2 keyboards plugged into one computer. You know? Okay. Let me move my watch. So, put this shit down. Alright. Ooh. It's getting tight in here, man. This table's small, man. So yeah, it's definitely a different look. I want to say that the old keyboard, the light shines through on it. Shines through the keycaps a little bit brighter, you know, but the light definitely doesn't spread. Is not as clear and bright around the keys, whereas on a Strafe, it's not as bright through the keycap, but it's very nice around it and on the gap. So I guess it really depends which look you like more, because the difference is apparent even when it's all the way over there. You can see this one's bright like a star. This one is more of a even distribution of light. Well, so far I don't have this shit set up, so very hard to actually, you know, show you guys the actual capabilities of the lights of this keyboard. That might just have to be a different video. But one thing I would like to add into the video before I'm done with this is the Strafe does come with the armrest. I mean the wrist rest. There you go. I want to, man. You know what? I think I might prefer the wrist rest on the K70 more. It feels like nicer for some reason. It feels almost like a perforated leather almost, but it's not leather, but it gets that kind of texture because it has holes in it. I mean, they're not holes, but it gives you that little texture of the holes. I'll bring up the keyboard to show you. Okay, that's going to be kind of hard to see, but I think you can see it indeed. It's just a bunch of little indents in it, whereas this Strafe wrist support, it's like this. Feels more plasticky. The other one feels a little bit more rubbery. Hey, but that shit don't really matter to me. I definitely will use this wrist support. It's not a big deal for me. So yeah, man, that should look kind of nice. You know, it looks nice. Nothing wrong with that look at all. I'm gonna have to play with it and install the software to make it a rainbow color, because after all, you do not spend more money. You don't pay for the premium to just use your RGB keyboard as a red keyboard, or else you would have just stuck with the other one. Yeah, so that's it for this unboxing. 15 minutes long. I think that's long enough. Hopefully I get a new video. We might come with some new keyboard videos, actually. I know we're going to have a shipment of a few keyboards, different off brands, not like well-known like Corsair, but we will have a Razer, and some other ones that might have been picked off of Massdrop. That's a good place to find some keyboards and keycaps. So that's it for this video, but hope you guys enjoyed that shit, and this is the end to the K70 and the Strafe, and we'll come back with some more keyboard videos, and I'll come back with the light video for this keyboard, because I noticed that there are not any Corsair Strafe keyboards out there with the MX blue switches. They only have the red, silent red, and a brown, but here you go, man. Until next time, this is Team Triggerful. You guys have yourself a fantastic day, and God bless.